What's up, CHFFL? It's here. 2021 playoffs, season 14 of the CHFFL. We're going to recap what happened in the last week of the season. Of course, everybody already knows who's in, who's not in. We're going to talk just a quick bit about the Omicron madness and where the games have been moved to. We'll cover which teams have buys. This year, we have 2 buys, of course, in the winner's bracket, but then also 2 buys in the loser's bracket. Remember that in the CHFFL, you are playing in the loser's bracket for your draft priority next year. So best not to ignore these last 3 weeks. They can make a big difference in a keeper league. And then finally, we'll get into the projections of the games that are actually happening. So I only went 3-3 last week, which was fun. We had some surprises. It brought me to 57-27 on the season. Grant, as you know, completed the sweep. The 3 playoff teams in the Chappelle Show Conference all lost to Grant the last 3 weeks of the season. Tremendous. Swan scores only 118, but is able to get the bye in the Chappelle Show. Mark gets the bye in the Faculty Lounge. The team of the week was Grant in that big upset over Banis, and the game of the week was Parker. He gets into the playoffs just over Stan. Waivers, the big one was Rashad Penny. Seems to be the main guy going forward for the Seahawks, and getting a starting running back at this point in the season is huge. Banis, $55, well spent. People were in the 40s, so it was necessary to go over 50. Banis also picks up Amon-Ra St. Brown, rookie receiver, possible keeper implications there. Now, let's talk about real quick the super scary Omicron virus. A lot of positive tests in the 96% vaccinated NFL. Raiders versus Browns now play Monday at 5 p.m. That's before the other Monday night game. And then the Seahawks, Rams, and Washington Eagle, and the Washington, I won't call them the football team, the losers who changed their name, and the Eagles play at 7 p.m. on Tuesday at the same time. There also are new testing rules in place now. It's different whether you've had the shot or not. It doesn't matter if you got a booster recently. We're not quite to Israel, but if you've had a shot at any point, then no more testing if you're not symptomatic. If you haven't had a shot though, and you have to keep getting tested, and I have a hard time understanding things, and I have a hard time understanding this. If the people who got the shot are safe, why not just let the ones who didn't get the shot get sick or spread it? It's not a threat to the people who have. The rules are different. It doesn't seem like it's for safety to me. It seems like it's to try and force people to do what we want. But that's enough. Not going to make you listen to that too long. Bye weeks. Mark and Swan already covered in the winners. In the losers bracket, Grant and Stan both have buys. They don't have to play until round 2. Losers bracket matchups this week. First, we have Silky Johnson versus Genie's bunch of good boys. Wes finally got his 70 points from Mahomes and Hill, plus a few from the kicker. Big week for everybody in the Kansas City offense. If only Wes had made the playoffs, I'm sure he's kind of kicking himself. Minnie only gets 7 from Darrell Williams and Jared Cook. Looks like Wes is going to run away with this one. He has one of the most well-positioned teams for this week and that big lead. This is a little closer. Wayne Brady versus my clip game champions. I have a real sinking feeling in my chest about this. JD's only gotten 21 points from his 4 players so far, but I'm playing with a lot of scraps. I keep picking guys up and putting them in, and then they catch Omicron, and I have to drop them. It's just, all the hospitalizations and deaths in the league are killing me. Now, the question is, will Lockett be good to go with this delay of the Seahawks game until Tuesday? I've put Donovan Peoples-Jones, who plays Monday, into our flex. If the game's still close, I may have to go with Lockett to get some more upside. And Brady Godwin, that stack for JD, has a good matchup this week. Are they going to play spoiler here? I don't know. I just feel really bad with this. I'm picking me to win, but for some reason my gut says watch out. Now let's get to the real deal, the real playoff matchups. First, we have Chuck Taylor Shamalamas versus Wickers Knickers. Max gets 58 from Justin Herbert, Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman. That sounds like a lot, but I'm sure Max wanted more. Of course, Pittman getting ejected stinks. He still is the heavy favorite here. Is George Kittle going to continue his hot streak of just absolutely huge games out of the tight end position? We'll see that. And are we going to see James Robinson finally freed now that Urban Meyer is out of town? Max could put up a lot of points this week. Parker's going to need big days from his receivers, Adams and Diggs, and Javonte Williams. We have Melvin Gordon is back to pretty much being a timeshare, but Javonte's been playing so well. Can he keep up a hot streak? He has the kind of burst, break a big touchdown. That's the kind of thing Parker's going to need. I'm taking Max. He's the smart money here. He's up big, but don't write Parker off. Next, an even closer playoff matchup over in the CHFFL Show Conference. We have Clayton Bigsby's Tricksters versus Tyrone Bigham's Crack Stars. Full slate. Neither team has had any players go. That's so exciting. Hopkins is injured on the IR. This forces Metcalf back into Marty's lineup. Is Metcalf ever going to have a big game again? He was pretty consistent, low-end receiver 1, high receiver 2 for the first 6 or 7 games until Russ got hurt, and just has not had anything since then. Is this the week that he breaks back out? And can Dak not suck? He's having a really bad streak here, which has been right in line with Marty kind of tumbling over the last few games. For Banis, Dalvin Cook, playing great. Number 1 player in the league probably to have in your lineup right now. And Mark Andrews, boy, if only some of you had decided to trade a 5th-round pick for him. He's about as good as starting a wide receiver this season. It's an advantage there, although Gronk, of course, could always get tight ends or touchdowns for Marty. I'm taking Marty here. I think on paper Banis should win this week, but I like Marty. I like the Bills' defense to have a really big game. I think they play Carolina. It's a good matchup, and I think that could be the difference. Either way, should be great. Best of luck, not just to our playoff teams, but to everybody. And we'll see you for round 2.